Hello everybody, this is Elliot Splash, my F1 2015 modded career mode series. In this episode we're at the Bahrain Grand Prix, hoping for a better race than we had in the previous episode at Malaysia. If you haven't seen that, I will leave a link in the description, so go check that out guys. And if you are new to this series, we're starting from the back of the grid in 18th place. We've got realistic damage to contend with and true to life AI to contend with also. So it makes the racing a lot more intense than it was on F1 2014 with no mods. So we're looking for a good race. Bahrain is probably one of my better tracks on this game, so I'm going to be looking for a solid result. If you are new to my channel though, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe if you haven't already. But here we are making our way to the grid for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Wish me luck guys. So here we are on the grid with the two Saubers of Ericsson and Nazar just in front of us, with Maldonado just in front of them, waiting for the 5 lights to go out for this Bahrain Grand Prix, and away we go. Looks like we might have had an okay start, it was decent, but we've got Mercedes power unit, so that should power us down this straight. But we're going to try and overtake a few cars in this first corner, but how tight it is, I don't know how many places I'm going to actually make up. Not a lot, because I'm in 17th place as we get a little bit of wheel spin coming through that corner. Toro Rosso has already lost his front wing, and Sainz Jr. and Verstappen were getting very close to each other there. Don't take each other out boys, as we're going to try and dive down the inside of Hulkenberg, and Hamilton's all the way down in 9th place already. He's had a terrible start to this Grand Prix, as we've overtaken Ricciardo with ease as he got squeezed out by Hamilton, and now we're going to try and capitalise on Hamilton's poor start and overtake him. Looks like we might just about do that. I don't want to knock my teammate out though. That would be just terrible for the Mercedes team. Lap 2 now, it looks like Button has lost his front wing, so we're going to capitalise on that. So the McLaren Honda is still struggling with the new partnership at the start of this season. Lap 4 now, another front wing has gone AWOL and landed all over the track. So I wonder who that actually is. Someone's going very slow and being overtaken by Kvyat there. It's Alonso. So both McLaren Hondas have lost their front wing in the first 4 laps. It's definitely not going well for that team. So we're just going to try and keep making our way up through the field. So we're in P7 at the moment, and looks like we might be in P6 very soon. As we've got DRS on Raikkonen, we just pull to the inside and then pull back to the racing line, and we're now in 6th place. We've got Bottas going very slowly. We might try and capitalise on that in the next few corners, and we get DRS at the next DRS straight, so we should be able to overtake him. However, this corner I can never get quite right, but it looks like he was hanging around the outside there. He was trying to hang on for that position, but I've just about got it, and we're now into 5th place with Kvyat just in front of us. Somebody's run wide there in lap 6. Who's that? Is that Kvyat? Yes, it is. So we're now into 4th place, 1 place off a podium position. Let's keep on with this momentum. Lap 11 now, and who's that in front of us? Bottas? Yes, it is. See if we can try and overtake him in the next few laps. We have got a little bit of a speed advantage to Bottas. Let's see if we can capitalise on that. Lap 14 now, another car was coming to the pits. Who was that? Was that Hamilton? I'm not sure. Oh, no, Hamilton's right there. He was trying to overtake us. I did not realise that. Luckily enough, he didn't get past me. So we're still in 4th place. Coming to lap 16 now, there is another car in the pits. Who is that? It looks like it was Massa, so we're now up to podium position of 3rd place. Hamilton's trying to overtake us once more though, but we keep him behind us once more, having a little bit of wheel spin on the entry. Now we're going to come in for our second pit stop, and we're going to go onto a set of option tyres. The middle stint, if you use the prime tyres, it is very difficult to keep Hamilton behind you if he's behind. purely because he runs the option tyres, I believe, so he's on faster tyres, and generally he's the fastest car on track anyway. But we're going to come out, looks like 6th place, with Kvyat just going in front of us. However, another car is coming down the straight, and that was Hulkenberg, so we're now down to 7th. Braking very early for the first corner. I did not want to do what I did in Malaysia and run wide on every single time I came out the pit exit. But lap 22 now, we're going to try and overtake Hulkenberg. Looks like we've got the move done, yes, unless he outbrakes us. No, it doesn't look like it. So we're now into 5th place for this Bahrain Grand Prix, but I think there's a few cars still to come into the pits. I'm not too sure. Lap 23 now, we set the fastest lap of the race with a 1:36.10. So we are setting the pace now, and we're just behind Kvyat, and somebody was in the pits, so we're now up to 4th. Now all we've got to do is close up to Kvyat, and we can score a podium position from 18th place in the Bahrain Grand Prix. Lap 24 looks like we're closing up. Are we going to try and overtake him? Yes. He sticks around the outside, and that's going to switch back to the inside. We leave him the room, but we've got the move done, and we're now up to 3rd. Next up is Perez, but I'm not sure how far ahead he was. Too far indeed. He was 16 seconds ahead by the end of the race. But Sebastian Vettel has won, so Red Bull are doing really well in this 2015 season compared to last year, with Perez in 2nd. So the Force Indias are actually a force to be reckoned with this season, but we finish in 3rd place for the Bahrain Grand Prix with our teammate in 4th. So we beat him once more in a race, I think. Now, I think that's the first time actually I beat him pace to pace actually. But yeah, 3rd place there, a solid 15 points. That will go to our Drivers' Championship. If you've enjoyed this video, smack that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you guys in the next video.